Stardew Valley is like a second home to me. What seems like a simple farming simulation game can also be an intense achievement-driven experience, like trying to reach perfection as quickly as you can. This ambition will require long-term planning, dedication, persistence, and a whole lot of luck. Join me in this feature-length film with your snacks and beverages, which takes me from humble beginnings on a rundown plot of land, attempting to achieve my first few goals, striving for perfection. I don't know about you, but when I moved to a new home, I barely unpacked my luggage before the first year has passed. But amazingly, in this challenge, I asserted myself. My first goal is to establish a fledgling farm estate and become self-sufficient. Next, I want to dedicate a stupid amount of time towards community services and get this community center challenge done before winter. Finally, I want to find true love and marry one of these girls, as well as being on good terms with everyone else in town. If you find yourself enjoying this video, Musketeers, let me know by hitting that like button. One for all and all for one. It is the first day on Musketeer Farm. It starts just like many other playthroughs, but I have a major goal in mind, which is to complete the community center faster than my last attempt, which was day 85, the first of winter. Just like last time, I will make myself a little something that's going to help out immensely in this endeavor. So after I completed the usual tasks, I also make myself a wooden sign. Every single day, I write out my daily quests on this board to help keep me focused on the important things in life. Afterwards, I set out on my journey looking for some spring goodies. This day, I'm graced with 3 terrible tasting horseradishes. But luckily, I do find 7 edible onions down south, so I guess I won't starve to death on my first night. Like last time, Haley refers to me as a boy. Oh, you're that new farmer boy, aren't you? I am indeed that farmer man, not a boy. Next, I find myself at the local store where I buy the crops I will need for the community center, and also dispose of those tasteless radishes. I end up broke regardless this day, but somehow I am able to plant 45 separate things. I guess I did find lots of mixed seeds in these shrubs today. Before going to bed, I have an intimate moment with a leek. Hey there, leaky boy, come into my inventory. That was terrible. It's my second day in my new home and I already have mail. Some old guy wants to see me about a rod. Before heading out, I make myself another chest. I then pick up my first quest where the homeless man is offering me money for a fish. Linus has gold? Before meeting this other old man, I skip the cutscene and get right into it. I catch the sardine for the community center and also that flounder for that poor starving animal. After my first night of fishing, I leave all my catches in this chest to rot and fester, as I have no intention of selling them yet. It's the morning and I make an enemy for life. I take out my frustration on trees so I can reach my goal of 300 wood to repair a certain bridge later. Next, I go see that homeless man, feed him a fish, and make a nice lump sum before fishing at the lake. These fish are also for the community center. Now clearly, I'm excellent at making new friends. Hey buddy, how are we? Look, I don't need new friends right now. I've got me an eel. Bounty. Day 4, I quickly catch that sunfish and then I go and meet some of the local villagers. So Leah is telling me about all the wild food in the area. Thing is, all I have is a radish. I can't find anything else. She must be hoarding it. While I was meeting people, I also dug up some artifacts which I will donate to the museum soon. Next morning, and apparently I'm going to have good luck. This is the first good luck I've seen on the TV, and I'm also let down 5 seconds later. I make my own luck, like having my first harvest ready to go. This is Dolores, the wife of Morris, because her prices are so high. She's here every Friday and Sunday, and I will check out her wares every time because she can have useful stuff to us. This is what good luck looks like. Disappointment. I'm reduced to scabbing off others. Worth it. Later, I find myself at the local mines. I realize I can't use the elevator yet and I feel like a pleb having to climb down. Look, it's fine. I find some copper ore down here and do indeed make it to 5 levels, so I can use the elevator next time. It's day 6 and I finally have some luck with a huge bounty of onions for my lacking energy levels. Yes! Next, as I've been gathering wood all week, I go ahead and fix up that bridge on the beach. I usually do a full forage on Saturday, so best pick up this coral before the map respawns everything tomorrow. After I foraged, I fished. I'm doing a bit of fishing because next Saturday I need 5,000 gold for the Spring Festival so I can buy 50 strawberries. At home, I did some storage management and made a chest for all the important items for quests, community center, artifacts, that sort of thing. Next morning, and Pierre tempts me with a bigger backpack. Before heading out, I make a scarecrow because I keep forgetting, and this fella will protect my interests. Before making it to the town, the mayor sidetracks me and introduces me to the community center, so I touch the stone and wait for further instructions. I then make as much fertilizer as I can because I want to see some quality crops from Musketeer Farm. And we have also reached level 3 foraging and level 4 fishing. I need level 5 fishing before I sell that smelly chest full of fish. So it's the next morning and the wizard invites me to discuss the community center situation. As I already know what's happening, I say goodbye very quickly. Before heading back, I prepare 30 extra farm spaces. At the community center, I get the spring foraging bundle done and grab those 30 spring seeds. Later in the mines, I find an earth crystal and make my way down 10 levels, so I'm slowly making some progress in here. Progress with some results. Some excellent results. I make it down another 5 levels. I then craft 2 furnaces and set up my workshop, and I'll be smelting while I mine because it's efficient. Before retiring for the night, I toss all those seeds into the soil. Day 9, I sell a lot of crops and some spring seeds I made, and I have enough money to buy myself a bigger backpack. Next, I find myself at the crappy local museum, as it literally has nothing to display. So I agreed to help out, so long as it benefits me. At home, I expand my crop field accordingly. Wasn't I complaining about energy before? Before fishing for the night, I visit the community center and drop off anything I currently have to free up inventory space. Day 10, and Marnie finally arrives with the stray dog, and of course, as is tradition, I name my dog after a good mate. Later, I give a birthday gift to Vincent, and then continue to taunt him. I love it.
Miss Penny says I have to read this book before I can go play.
I know, it's a hard knock life, lad. Mere seconds later, my cruelty is awarded with a garbage hat. Later still, as I was fishing, I can see that I am now level 5 fishing, so tomorrow is going to be a huge day for profits. The profits come from this skill choice. I choose the fisher option, so all my fish sell for 25% more. Next day, Robin asks me to look for her axe. Fun fact, I completely forget about this. What I don't forget is that rotting chest of fish. I'm at roughly 1200 gold. Looks like I've made my 5000 gold. Later this day, I'm in the mines slaying foul creatures and get surprised by that spiral level before hitting level 20. In the center, I destroy all the boxes and make my way down and finally get a better weapon. On the way home, I follow tradition.
Oi, Linus!
Oh, sorry mate, did I disturb you, did I? Won't happen again. Lies.
Lies and deceit.
Day 12, and Dolores does have a wood skip, but I refuse to buy fish. I sell fish, mate. Afterwards, I gave Robin her axe back, and tonight is the first night that Benjamin thought that he was being funny. Day 13 is the egg festival, and I quickly prepare my soil for the 50 strawberries I'll be bringing home. As I'm adding fertilizer, I realize I've made a huge amount of watering for myself. At the festival, I make Pierre very happy by spending 5000 gold. I quickly destroy some kids at an egg hunt and head home. That night, I drop off the spring crops, grab the speed growth fertilizer, add that to my other 20 spots and plant all those strawberries. The next day, and I'm already pleading for rain. Other than the 3rd, which is always rain, I haven't seen any rain, but that doesn't stop me from giving a golden daffodil to Haley for her birthday. Later in the mines, I have some good luck by finding my first ancient seed. Have a listen to my jubilee. And how much more? There we go, so we can make a cut. Yes! Musketeers! Yes! Oh, that's amazing! Oh, when did I get that? Yes! Yes! Day 15, and look at all those spring goodies! I make heaps of seeds and I'm going to make a pretty penny. Speaking of foraging, For the next 4 days, I have these salmon berries available to me, and this is going to be an amazing source of energy. This makes me sad though, but that's okay. She's not the gal I'm after. Did you want something from me? I would like your hand in marriage later on in the series. Yes, you heard that right. That's probably going to be the person that I shall pursue in this Let's Play. Later, as I'm fishing and quoting Forrest Gump, and we definitely want that. Because you never know what you're gonna get. Quoting Forrest Gump here. Treasure chests are like a box of chocolate. Because you never know. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is amazing. Yep, I found both the dino egg and the ancient seed in the same episode. And I also made 4,700 gold today. On the next day, I do some more berry hunting, but I do start to socialize more, most notably Penny, because I want to marry her. I also romance Caroline because I want to get her to 2 hearts, for a very selfish reason, also following tradition. Oi, Linus! Like a bat that emerges out of that cave or coming from down below, just keeping this man, ripping him from his dreams. Poor Linus, he never gets to sleep. Do I feel guilty though? Absolutely not. I'm like the Scourge. Now day 17 is one to remember. We have rain on the horizon. So that means I will definitely fish tomorrow because we need some rain fish for the community center. But for today, I get round to asking Robin to make me a silo because I'm thinking about the future. Later in the mines, I see myself getting down to level 30, which is really nice. What is not nice is the next 10 levels, as they are the dark copper levels and it's hard to see the staircases. But I do use a candle to my advantage and make it down to level 35, which is a winner. Morning, Benjamin. Ooh, who is on my doorstep today? It is Demetrius. After that chat, I get Demetrius to set up the mushroom cave, and that's an awesome way to start day 18. So yes, it's raining, and I have to go get that shad, which is actually right there, and the catfish, because they only appear during rain. Later, I give a birthday present to one of the local alcoholics. Oh right, that's my future mum-in-law. Afterwards, in the mines, and I fight my way through the dark levels, and we have reached the cold levels, so I will be able to see again. My reward is a crappy slingshot. Later, I get slimed, but my reward is... Oh, why would you slow me, you absolute dickhead? Oh. Okay, so that took up... I made it 5 levels. Amazing. Okay. I am not even mad at all. You know how the game makes you pass out unless you're in your bed at 2 AM? Jump in bed. Benjamin! Benjamin! Oh my god. Benjamin nearly made me pass out. The bastard. The absolute dog. Day 19 and my first silo is ready to go. So I find myself clearing a bunch of grass so I can start getting some hay together for my future animals. I then give this starving homeless man a gift and he proceeds to tell me that someone keeps destroying his tent. I find myself in the mines next, and after I get to the lava levels, I will be hunting as many of these guys as I can. More on that soon. Later, I bully this slime and he gives me a much needed weapon upgrade, which is really appreciated. Level 50 in the mines and I get some fluffy Ugg boots. It's day 20 and my first harvest of strawberries is ready to go. Wonderful. Now Shane here is not the definition of nice. I ignore his moodiness and give him a birthday present. Moments later, he and Caroline get in my way from getting to Clint to get this first tool upgrade. Yeah, this old pick is not doing so well now, because I need to get to level 80 before spring ends. After a bit of a sneaky forage, I continue with some more deforestation. Hey, level 5 farming, definitely going tiller. It's the next morning and it's my second harvest of strawberries. Remember, these ones didn't have speed grow fertilizer. So, up to 20,000 gold later, another gift for both Caroline and my Penny, and then I find myself buying the iridium rod. The hell with the fiberglass rod, I go straight for the good stuff. I finished the day with a huge session of fishing. Oh, would you look at that, level 5 foraging. I'm going to go gatherer, so I have the chance to pick up 2 items for the price of 1. Next day, a little more gift giving and I pick up my pickaxe, so naturally I find myself in the mines next, fighting unnatural things like ghosts. But they do drop gold, solar essence and maybe sometimes a ghost fish. Now this amount of dust sprites makes me psychotically happy. Level 60 later and I receive a crappy dagger. One psychotic sleep later and the mayor tells me about a village dance festival. Sadly, I don't think I'm going to attend because I'm not really liked. However, I made a video where I got the first base with Penny at my first flower dance, link at the end. A gift for Caroline later and then some more mining. Oh, looks like a good day for it. A very good day, another 5 levels. Here's another reason I like dust sprites. Coffee beans. Also a ghost fish for the community center. Day 24 and I completely forget to go to that dance thing. Oh no. I choose to lose myself in my work. There is so much to harvest here. Also, have a listen to this one from Linus. So I stopped by Pierre's the other day and I bought a strawberry. You bought a strawberry. It was the first time I've seen one of those there in a while. I cooked it up for dinner last night. It filled the house with an appetizing smell. It was a hit. Why would you cook a strawberry, mate? I have to be wary of strangers. Most people don't like a wild man. Well, genuinely, you're eating a strawberry, you're cooking it up on a fire, that's wild, man. I would also steer clear of you. Goddamn sociopath. So, after that conversation, I'm here on level 60 in the mines. Before I know it, I'm on level 70. No, 75? Wow, no, really, 80? Oh, you're not joking. I made it to level 85 today. That is 20 levels in one single day. Any regrets about the flower dance? I think not. Also level 6 farming now, so I can focus on getting all the right resources to make myself quality sprinklers in preparation for summer. Also, I grabbed miner. Next day, and I look at all the metal bars I need for these sprinklers. Thing is, we need a bunch of gold ore to make this happen. So I get some of those while fighting back these really strong monsters. However, at level 90, I get the obsidian edge, so the tide of war has shifted back into my favor. My reward is a ton of gold. Ooh, look at that, level 100 and a star drop. My favorite thing is coffee, Musketeers. At home, I have all the required items to complete the boiler room bundles, which is excellent. It's Friday morning and Dolores, the wife of Morris, does have a rabbit's foot. However, I'm going to rely on my own plans to get one of those. On the way to the CC, I give the flower man a flower for his birthday. I then quickly get this boiler section all done, so we will see the reward for that tomorrow. After that, more gold ore farming, cause I'm looking at making 22 sprinklers for summer. Ooh, look at that, just 10 more gold bars, and we already have the ore for it. I just need to smelt them. I have strange dreams this night of little green jello things waving pixie dust on the local minecarts. This is how day 27 started for me. Oh, don't go in the house, you animal. Once I figured out how to avoid opening doors, I intentionally opened this one into a little domestic. After I give my opinion, I give Emily a gift for her birthday. After which I get Clint mate working on a copper axe for me. Now what's slightly disconcerting news to me is that Shane bought a strawberry of mine, and he said it was revolting. Nah, I need to improve the quality of my crops then. So I did some extra smelting to get those gold bars today while I foraged. And then I started to get the sprinklers all set up ready for the next season. So it's the last day of spring and I finalized my sprinkler setup. Don't forget the scarecrows. Now remembering that Shane disliked my strawberry, I made as much fertilizer as I can. A few gifts later in the day and Caroline is still not on 2 hearts. Saddened, I mined my way down another 5 levels and got some nice foot accessories. So I wake up the next morning and it looks like the color scheme is different. Oh wait, it's summer. You know what happens on this day? Soil preparation. And then I spend a fortune at Pierre's. I buy all the stuff I need, especially for the community center. I actually go ahead and buy all the required tree saplings as well this day, which is the apple and the pomegranate tree. More on that later. I pick up my copper axe and give Clint no respite as I get him to work on my steel pickaxe right away. I needed my axe to get rid of this stump on my farm. So you know how this first day went? Surprisingly smooth. I got all my crop planting done. You know what didn't go smoothly? Make an extra 5 chests apparently. For fuck's sake. That was not what I wanted to do. You absolute dickhead. Well, now I have to chop down some trees before bed. Next morning, and look at this, my watering days are over. I look to the horizon and plant these 2 fruit trees because they take a full month to grow. So next, I did a lot of land clearance on my farm. I hunted down my favorite girls and then caught some community center fish. Day 31 starts with a crisis. The mayor has lost his lucky purple shorts. Oh, the embarrassment. Of course, I'll help out a mate. In the meantime, this mate has helped me out. I helped myself further by buying this coop. A quick chat to Caroline and she's on 2 hearts now. Too bad it's Wednesday, so I can't see the cutscene yet.
My wishes, my dreams, shattered by a peer. Dickhead.
Some rage fishing next and I got that pufferfish for the community center. Fishing made me 5,000 gold today. Next day and I start making a habit of chopping up this hardwood on the farm for a future stable. Oh, look what I get. No, what I want is for Clint to work. Thanks. I get round to this Caroline cutscene for the tea sapling, which I skip right away. A bit more fishing and I finally get the tilapia. Next, I gave Jazz a gift and I should have seen this one coming.
You remember my birthday, thank you. This is great. I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Jesus.
It's okay, I know my place. It's in the very bottom of the mines. That's 1 goal done and dusted. A quick visit to the community center before the day is done. Caroline does indeed send me the tea sapling recipe in the mail the next day. Gonna make some big money soon. A bit of land clearance next and I quickly catch the sturgeon for the CC before starting the next phase in the mines. So from now on, a lot of general mining for both iron and copper ore because I want to make a lot of kegs, mayo machines and tappers in the future. More importantly, I need to kill 500 of these sprites for the monster quest so I can get the burglar ring. This will help me out later in Skull Cave with loot drops. Also, 15 tea saplings made me 7,500 big ones. Next day and my coop is ready to go. I pick up my steel axe and get Clint started on the gold pickaxe. This is how I keep myself entertained while foraging. Sweet pea is made of me and who am I to disagree? I travel the map looking for foraging. Everybody wants my grape. What's even more entertaining is this random name generator for animals. Snotter and Looper the chickens. Before greeting my chicks, I delve into the secret woods, get hardwood and also catch that wood skip for the CC. So on day 35 as I was gathering hardwood, I realized I had a lot of this, so I'm thinking a stable would be a good idea. Next, I make a little tree farm because making tea saplings takes a lot of wood. I then gather a lot of items for the community center and museum and do a massive drop off to free up my chests. Next, I make some tree tappers so that I can see a couple of different types of tree sap soonish. Morning chickens. Morning Clint, thank you for the gold pickaxe. Morning Gus, here is your birthday diamond. Afternoon my penny. Afternoon Robin, please make me a stable, I've been running too much. Evening fishes, I need you for some extra money, about 4,000 gold worth. Day 37, I was planning on gathering some copper ore today, but then I got this warp totem. So I thought a little. While I was thinking, I placed down some recycling machines. And then I went and cleared the entire forest down south, even all the debris so stuff can spawn in more easily. Thanks to the warp totem, I was able to stay out all night and get a lot of wood, which I'll use shortly. Day 38 and the king has his horse. There is only one name I can think of. I've been through the desert on a horse of no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. With my newfound speed, I get to building a barn next and giving Maru a festering strawberry that's been sitting in my chest for weeks. Next, I didn't find a lot of copper ore today, but I did stock up on some rocks and fiber. These are both base requirements for things that I need. Also, a second ancient seed is nothing to sneeze at. Before bed, I made some mayo machines. Day 39 was the luau. I tossed in a golden cauliflower, watched everyone come flocking to this amazing soup and walked away with extra friendship points from everyone. It was a good day. Next day, and it looks like we have a storm coming, so I'll have to make some lightning rods today. Job's done. Some iron mining followed. Oh look, some friends. Day 41 and we have the storm. Before fishing for that red snapper, I give this egg an egg for his birthday. He then says something weird. Thanks, this is nice. I smell a barbecue. Damn, I could go for a burger. Mate, it's raining. How do you smell a barbecue? Oh wow, that is a lot of coral. That's also a red snapper. Ocean bundle done. I woke up the next day to an ocean of blueberries. Also, a new barn is ready to go, so naturally I buy a bunch of cows with weird names. Now here is a quest I'm more than happy to do, Penny. Before the tier, I give her a gift. Some donations followed with another silo being planned after. The night finished with some copper ore farming and making some big money. Day 43, I decided to spend some big money on a bigger backpack. I then demonstrated my superhuman prowess, followed with some friendly visits to some old friends. The next day, I don't let it rain on my parade. I set up some crab pots for some fish and trash items. Also, someone explained this logic to me. However, this is logical, a bigger coop upgrade. Lots of smelting and mining followed. As a result of all that mining and smelting, I can make some cheese presses for my cows the next day. I also made enough tree fertilizer so I can make this entire pine forest grow quicker. A dirty Jola can I found in the ocean makes Samuel very happy. Some wood gathering before dust sprite hunting to finish the day. The next day and my big coop is ready to go, so naturally I toss that ancient dino egg into the incubator. I also buy a few threads, but apparently they are named something else here. I also slugged it all the way up to Robin's to hopefully build a bigger barn, but guess what? She's not here. God damn it. Oh, it's that 18th day. That one single day when she's not actually at home. Of course, I took out my frustration on something cute and fuzzy. Day 47 and I can finally start milking me cows, mate. I get that quality crops bundle done next while I make my way to Demetrius for his birthday. Before speaking to him, I finally request that bigger barn. Now Demetrius, he's important for the community center. This fella has a chance of sending me the Nautilus shell in the mail. Something that can only spawn in winter, so I'm hoping for some good luck from this friendship. Next, I do a lot of fishing with a nice surprise. So yes, a lot of fishing. I'm level 8 fishing, so I'm going to store all these fish until I hit level 10. The next day, after I foraged, I did the same thing except I hit level 9 fishing. Day 49 was more of the same actually, but you know what happened on this day? My screen recording froze. No, really, I hear myself playing in the background, but we have the screen taunting me. Well, it is about halfway through the challenge, so if you're enjoying this, make sure to hit that like button as it really does help me out. Also, subscribe baby, ta. Day 50 and the footage is working properly. So you can see I also got some goats yesterday. I also learned to make the maki roll on the television because that's important for the community center. I then get roped into cleaning Penny's house and my mother-in-law catches me with her hands on her pantaloons. Kind of have to agree with Pam here, it's not my business to clean up her mess. A deluxe coop later, a gift for a cave dweller and plenty more fishing. The next day was more of the same actually. Catching a lot of trash, it's making it difficult to level. The next day, I saw that it was Willie's birthday, and also that Evelyn wanted to grill up some seaweed. Disgusting. But luckily for her, I have recently come into possession of lots of seaweed. So, a diamond for the old fisherman. Next, that seaweed to Evelyn with immediate regret. I didn't want to give her that gift. Are you joking me, game? You. I hate when I select an item without thinking and talking to a villager again. Rage fishing. Now at this point, I'm kinda worried about my money supply going into fall. Not only will all the crops be ludicrously expensive, but I was planning on a deluxe barn and animals as well, hence all this fishing. Day 53 and the coop is all upgraded. I still needed level 10 fishing, but finally. I was done with fishing, I needed a break from that, so I collected heaps of wood for that barn upgrade. But I think Angler was worth it. Day 54 started looking very nice with a huge harvest. With this soon to be influx on cash, I bought a rabbit with a name that was horrible. Next, starting at nearly 33,000, I sold all those fish finally and made roughly 36,000. You can have you can have that, you can have that, you can have that, this, that, 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 and that. Jesus, that scream. Someone I won't roar at is Robin, she's more than helpful to me. Okay, I take quick stock, 305 out of 500 dust sprites. No worries, not much left to eliminate. Also another 20,000 from today's farming, so currently sitting on 66,000 before heading into fall. The next day, and I remembered when the mayor asked me about his pants. Well, I can see them through this wall, so I need to become friends with Marnie enough to get them for mid next month. We'll touch on that shortly. A nice forage followed with some dust sprite genocide. The last day of summer was one to remember. So I've been checking Dolores, the wife of Morris's stock, every time she was there, and today there was something there. This item is rare. I was hoping she would have it, but I was going to rely on my own strategy to get it, because usually she doesn't have it, but that's one headache gone for the community center. The 1st of fall. There's some land to prepare, and luckily it's all pretty much ready to go already. Just have to add fertilizer. Before heading to the shops, a gift for my Penny and for Marnie. Hey, she's actually on 2 hearts, so you know what that means. Next, I spend another fortune at Pierre and get all the stuff we need. I get my crop field sorted by about 3 PM. Later, I finish the dye bundle and get a seed maker. Hello, my friends! The 2nd of fall. A new baby lizard. That's good news. Next, I put winter roots into the seed maker to get winter seeds early. At the river, I catch the tiger trout for the community center. Next, I find myself in town where I find Robin and the mayor helping set up the big quest board. Guess what the first quest is? A birthday gift for Penny, and now she is maxed out. A little bit of questing in the mines next. So the next day, and Demetrius sends me this in the mail. Oh, so close, mate. I wanted that shell, not this shell. You are my only hope for an early community center finish. Down in the forest, I try my hand at teaching the children. Really only doing this for Penny. But I buy this little piggy for myself. Later, and I get this message. My murder spree is over, thank you very much. This is that ring in action. Looks like my galaxy sword is already sorted. Morning of day 60. Skippity-doo-dah, skippity-day. That is now my skippy-doo-ba-ba day. La-ba-ba-ba-ra-ba-ba-ba. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. Later, I had forgotten that Clint actually asked me to kill sprites. 6,000 gold for a murder spree to continue sounds fine. Copper Ore followed this up. So it's the next day. It's raining. But it's Elliot's birthday. He won't come out to play because it's raining and I can't go in. That sucks. At least I can talk to Robin about upgrading my home. Some more smelting and mining followed. I spent the next rainy Saturday doing some foraging and catching the walleye for the community center. With that nightfish bundle done, I finally get a light ring, which is so appreciated. I also spent some money on the vault because I want to get to the desert. Day 63 and I finally get all the fall forage items together. It took a week. Before heading to the mines, I begged Demetrius to send me that shell in the mail. So the next morning, and I wake up in a much larger house. We finally have a kitchen, and I need to make a fried egg and a maki roll for the CC. Also, Linus, the starving homeless man, has lost his only basket to collect berries in. No wonder he's starving. Luckily, he doesn't come to my farm and nick any of the good stuff. Before giving him his basket, I will make sure to get a head start on him. So it's Monday, and the next big board quest. Robin wants a lot of hardwood. Okay, we can do that. I then bankrupt Pierre by taking 30,000 gold from him. Look, I buy 1 rice from him, okay? Fair is fair. I then spend a lot of money and complete the vault so I can ride the bus to the desert soon. Another silo from Robin and I make that fried egg and maki roll next. I get started on that hardwood quest and have a quiet drink with Shane to finish the day. Day 65 and Lewis informs me about the town fair. Oh, don't you worry, mate, I am well prepared. I'm also prepared to take my first bus ride to the desert in a fried out combi. Traveling in a fried out combi on a hippie trailhead full of zombie. I then got my galaxy sword and the final fish we needed for the community center. And here I am in my first skull cave run. Of course, within seconds, I am hunted by one of these guys. Do you remember my burglar ring? Well, I'll be hunting these guys as well because they can drop a rabbit's foot and the red cabbage seed. Not that I need the seed anymore. Our other goal is killing as many purple slimes because they can drop iridium ore for us. Also, killing these guys will get my combat up really quickly. The next day, I start by making 6 extra mayo machines because I'm going to buy a lot more chickens, which I do shortly after. I then finish that hardwood quest for Robin for 2,000 gold and get her to build another silo for me. I then go ahead and make 6 extra cheese presses in preparation for tomorrow. Next morning and check out my coop full of chickens, hell yeah! I'm going to do the same to my barn and fill it with cows. I parted with a diamond because it was Jodie's birthday, and then found myself doing a successful skull cave run, almost 3 iridium bars worth kind of success. I wake up the next day and I have a full barn now as well. Next I go find Shiny Boy because he wanted an aquamarine, which he promptly took and then continued to ignore me. Later at the desert, one of these trucks, because they hit like a truck, drops a rabbit's foot for me, which is amazing. I think a community center drop is in order. The next morning and I have a big harvest ready to go. I then give Abigail a rock for her birthday because apparently she eats these. After selling directly to Flower Man, I had enough funds to get 2 auto grabbers from Marnie because I was getting tired of having to pick up after my animals. I finished the day with wood gathering. The next day, and now that I have 2 auto grabbers, I just have to touch my animals and all their stuff is already stored in here. Oh god, that saves me a hassle. Except for Lulu, I have to watch her. Turns out Dolores had an ancient seed, so yes please. Next, at the community center, the fish tank is done and the pantry is done. I start up a little oak tree farm that I'll give tappers because I need oak resin for making lots of kegs. Kegs that we need for ancient fruit wine, which will be coming out of this greenhouse in time. Day 71, I start right by making some iridium sprinklers. I then grab some seeds I want in the greenhouse. Oh my god, it looks beautiful. I do use some deluxe speed grow of course, and this is what it looks like to begin with. A new weekly quest and oh my god. I guess I'll take the rock gathering one. I mean, I get to keep the stone at least. A birthday gift for Sandy next, and I start on that rock collecting quest. It's day 72 and that means it's the Stardew Valley Fair. Lewis says I should set up my garage display. Well, mate, I'll get right on that. Absolute beauty. What you think? I think he might be a little bit upset. Well, 750 points later and I feel better. I fish up the rest of the points and then buy myself that star drop for 2,000 points. Day 73 and all my animals are now producing their artisan products, which is really nice. I then make enough tappers for that oak farm down below. Later, while gathering stone, I don't find just 1 prismatic shard, but I find 2 prismatic shards within 30 seconds of each other. That is damn lucky. The next day was quite uneventful, except for a gift for Marnie and getting my rock on. So apparently that diamond wasn't enough for Marnie, cause the next day she's on my doorstep demanding a cave carrot for her animals. 2 steps to my right is such a thing, but no, I need to deliver it. Before that, I tap all these oak trees ready for some resin. So later, still angry, I toss this carrot at her feet and bugger off. Day 76 and these winter things are ready. I can donate to the community center now, which I do, so guess what? I have 1 item left. It's the shell. I'm a little peeved because if I was on the beach farm, I would be done right now because it spawns there. A full 9 days quicker than my last attempt, but on the forest farm, I rely on this guy or winter. Well, after a bit of a forage, I'm happy to see I'm level 10 foraging now, which is actually really nice. Also, that rock quest is done for 2,500 gold. Guess what Dolores has today? Another red cabbage. Could have really used that shell, mate. A gift for Robin later, and I find myself in that old quarry next. I quickly run through this gauntlet to get the golden sickle before starting that huge clearance in this quarry. Riveting stuff this, I know. The next day, and this golden scythe gets 2 times more hay, which is really effective. Afterwards, with all those crabfish I've been catching, I make a lot of sashimi, which is really awesome. I also fill up the greenhouse with lots of forageables because I can only pick up iridium quality ones now because I took botanist, so I want to replace all my crappy quality ones. Much later and the quarry looks like this. That's a lot of trees and I don't nearly have the resources to make enough tree fertilizer for all of them, so I have to leave it for now. Day 79 and we have a good luck day. I've been putting this off, but we need to do a geode run, so I set up a chest close to Clint. I leave everything in there except for geodes and get started. This takes very long, but I was able to make a huge donation to the museum after cracking open all these geodes. On the way home, I buy 3 saplings of each tree. I set up the greenhouse. I had to move a sprinkler or else the tree won't grow, but I can sort it out later properly, it's fine. Day 80 and I'm not surprised to see this man on my doorstep. He is so happy that he gives me a old rusty key. I use this rusty key on the sewers and I find this legend down here. Also, this doggy statue lets me relearn skills, so I need to have a quick think about that. Next, I want to make Georgi happy for his birthday. I think he likes the leek. Later, I'm hunting purple slimes for iridium ore, and now I can make the iridium band. It's quite costly, but I really want to make this ring. It's the next day and I must have picked up that egg quest for Gus, and I already have all those eggs, so there you go. Before reaching Gussie Boy, I asked this doggy to unlearn my fishing skill. I want to go crab pots for easy sashimi meals. I help myself into Gus's fridge and actually leave eggs instead of taking something. Failed opportunity, mate, but thanks for the 3,000 gold. Later, I have a bit of a rough time getting iridium ore. Gussie sends his regards in the mail the next day, an entire fridge for just 24 eggs. Okay, that is a win for me. This much oak resin is also a win for me. Now that I've switched my fishing skills, I make more fish traps and I don't have to bait them anymore. While it's still the first year, I buy some wood because it's still cheap. Just wait until year 2. I then make a second barn because I need a barn winery in the near future. Another skull cave run later. So the next day, and I wanted to forage, but I got this message. So you know what I did? I made 23 kegs and started making coffee with all my beans from my greenhouse. Oh, so Demetrius still hasn't sent me that shell. Saddened, I was at the railway, and I decided to utilize this space, so I cleared it all out first. Oh look, a festival I won't go to. This is what I care about. Coffee. So it's the last day of fall and my last harvest. I make my way over to the saloon and buy the espresso recipe because I love that even more. I buy some solar essence from Krobus for that iridium band because apparently my stocks are low. Day 85, the first of winter. How quiet it looks. But it looks kind of busy and disgusting in my greenhouse. Not as disgusting as my bullying behavior towards the shadow guy. I bullied a magnifying glass out of him. I pick up the next quest, which should be quite easy, and guess what I find on the beach? Yes! Yes! Oh my god! You filthy animal! Get over to me! Oh, I get 2. I get 2 for the price of 1. You! Oh, it's amazing. Okay, I'm happy. I am so happy with that. We can go and complete the community center. Community center done on day 85, the same as my last record. But to be fair, I did everything else 9 days ago. It was just this bloody shell. Ah, excellent. Ah, that's amazing. Yes! I think celebrations are in order. I give Krobus a birthday gift. Later, I plant a lot of winter seeds as they're the only thing that can grow in winter. Before the day is out, I give Emily all those gems she requested. Day 86 and I remembered a certain homeless man's basket. Before I can get to Linus, I get roped into this cutscene and I'm rewarded with an awesome amateur fight. Next, I start this questline for the wizard. Something about his ex who's a witch. Anyways, Krobus sends me in the right direction, which is the swamp area, where I find lots of fiber and bugs. Also the quest item. Looking here, I guess I made the iridium band on this day as well sometime. Now day 87 starts with an intriguing message from Willy. Now instead of his basket, I give Linus a coconut for his birthday. Next, I move the farm around a bit. I buy a lot of extra wood again and build a big barn. So I'm at Willy and he tells me about his boat. I need iridium bars, hardwood and batteries to fix this thing, and then he can take me to Ginger Island. So a desert run and I have some iridium ore for this goal. It's looking good. But I also want to upgrade my tools with iridium ore as well. Next day and I'm working hard at collecting extra hardwood for Willy, as I was also planning on using it for my own home as well. 200 hardwood is a big ask. Later, I'm in Skull Cave and you know what? I face possible death every single day. And I realized I haven't committed myself to anyone yet. Yes, in a moment of violence, here I long to be with my Penny. Also level 10 combat, which I change later. So the next day, I head to Pierre and buy this bouquet of flowers. The children will be witness to this declaration of my love, and she accepts. She does indeed feel the same way. I can now max out her hearts, and when I do, I can pop the question. Later, 10 minutes before Pam gets to clock off for the day, I say, nah mate, that is not happening. And while I'm sleeping, I relearned how to fight. Day 90 and Clint wants me to be his wingman apparently. Ah sure mate, I'll get right on that. Just after I chase my own girl with another gift. The next day started with a misclick. Oh, not 50, you f***ing animal. Misclicks. Oh. Trying to hide my rage, I gave a birthday gift to Caroline, and also that thing Clint wanted me to give to Emily. I think it backfired though. Sorry mate. Instead of apologizing to him, I get him to take his mind off things by making me a nice pickaxe. Apologize for what? I've already declared my intentions and she's standing right there. Now she's not 10 hearts yet, and I need to get her there so I can propose before day 100. That would be awesome. What's also awesome is going to be this new fish pond. I finished the night working on this new tapir farm. So this is the last dandelion I give her, and she's now at 10 hearts. I just have to wait for a rainy or snowy day, I guess, so I can go see that old man on the beach. While I wait, I plant heaps of trees and apply fertilizer to the oak ones so they can grow in winter. Oh dear, an empty Linus basket. Well, Linus, my friend, I got you an empty basket. How's a starving homeless man? Here you are. My basket, thank you, this means a lot to me. So the next day, see, even the mayor knows what I'm about to do. Even says I need to get this amulet. Oh, don't worry, I know where to go. I also saw this in my mailbox. Whew, boy oh boy. Before heading there, I head to the beach. It is snowing, so the fella should be there. Which he is not. Okay? Maybe there are two types of snowy days, like light and heavy snow. Like we have rainy days and thunderstorms in summer. I don't think much on it because my mind is already in the bathhouse. Haha. Ain't this kinky. Oh, there you are. I was worried you didn't get my note. You tossed it into my mailbox. It's getting hot in here. You wanted to see me in my bathing suit, obviously. Now you have something to tell me. How do I say this? Do I need to stand up? I've been meaning to tell you for a while now about how I feel. I can't stop thinking about you. Oof! I've never felt this way about anyone. Well, that's a good thing, because I'm going to propose to you tomorrow. Sorry, but I don't... Sorry, I don't like you that way. That is rough, son. No. I feel the same way about you. Oh, Artemis. I thought you did, but I wasn't sure. I'll always remember this night. Ain't that cute? That is probably the best cutscene in the game. With Penny fresh in my mind, I go to the beach the next day because today the weather was bundle up folks, it's going to snow, as opposed to expect a few inches of snow. So I thought today is the day. Apparently he's not here again. What's going on? I did a quick investigation and you know what? The fella doesn't like snow. He doesn't come out at all during winter unless I use a rain totem, which requires a truffle, which I can no longer get. My heart sank. I decided to ambush Sebastian with a birthday gift as soon as he emerged from his room like a gremlin. As my marriage idea has been scuttled, I unscuttle this boat and give Willy all the resources he needs to fix the thing, because I'm keen to go to Ginger Island, especially for the next 200 days video. I then had a semi-good luck trip in the Skull Cave. These chest rooms have a chance to have a rain totem in them. I got 2 of them, but I was not lucky today. Still, I got 6 bars worth of iridium ore. So the next morning, Willy tells me he's ready to set sail. But I set sail towards Dolores today because she may have a truffle, which she doesn't. I still have a task on the mainland, and that's to befriend everyone in town. In preparation for this, I make a gift chest. I color code it, and I'm going to fill it with everyone's favorite things. I find Clint, I pick up my gold axe and get him working on the iridium one right away. I've also got Robin working on my third fish pond by now. Day 98 started after I took some time to write down everyone's favorite or liked gifts. Here's the entire list. Enjoy my spelling mistakes because this list was for me. Dolores didn't have a truffle for me, so I'm disappointed I can't get married in these 100 days. Maybe for the better because I'll be going to Ginger Island in the next video. So for the first time ever, I speak to Harvey and he's surprised I remembered his birthday. I then started Mr. Quee's tunnel quest by putting a battery in here. Next, a rainbow shell in this box at the tracks. Next is 10 beets in the mayor's fridge. Well, that is for the next video. Starting this video is a major gift giving session. This chest pretty much covers everyone's likes that I can cater for. Day 99. I have some crabs in these ponds and I also toss a sturgeon into the third one for that forgotten bundle later. I got my axe next and I give Clint no rest at all. Afterwards I do a massive Santa type thing and give everyone their favorite gifts. And also watch a whole bunch of cutscenes, so this day took a while. In between, Linus wants me to clean up the lakes and stuff, and the reward for this one is fiber seeds, and I really do want this. I also want Abigail to move. Oh, move, you fool. You. Day 100, the final day on this video. Other than giving more gifts like yesterday, I tried out my axe and I feel the power. Also, as I empty my fish traps, I wondered if the trash counts towards Linus's quest, and indeed it does. I don't have to do anything, that's amazing! What was also amazing was giving this 100 days challenge a go. I really enjoyed it. But what's next? Befriending all the townsfolk, growing Musketeer farm massively, especially with all the ancient seeds in the greenhouse. I also have the whole of Ginger Island to explore. Day 101. It starts in the middle of winter. You'd think that the town would be asleep, holidaying, but apparently Clintmate is busy at work asking me to bring him, the blacksmith, an iron bar. Next, this huge harvest of winter goodies will help my money situation. Now last time, the starving homeless man asked me to clean out the lakes and such, and I found out that these fish traps do all the work for me. This greenhouse is still disgusting, and I will make it look pretty this episode. So the wizard is sitting here with friendship points. One beloved iridium gift later and he's nearly maxed out. Last episode I left off doing massive gift giving sessions each week because I want to get everyone in the town on my side. Thanks for the copper watering can, Clint. Now back to work, mate. Okay, enough about others. This is for me, going to Ginger Island, finally. My excitement cannot be contained. Oh look, a stranger. As I pursue him, I find this amazing looking nut, a golden walnut even. And here we have this kid. Hi. He seems a little shy at this time, so I guess I have to give a walnut to this bird? He seems to have a close bond with the bird, so I'll have to get more of these to earn his trust. I mean, what better way to earn a creature's trust is by destroying its home right here. Hello, Squawk. After I leave, I see a moving light. I follow it, and it leads me to this ominous volcano with a face. And I realize my watering can is going to be a must in here. Okay, fair enough. So on the way home, I place down a chest and I think to myself, I have 3 major goals ahead. I have all the villagers I need to give gifts to. I have all of Ginger Island to explore. And I also want to fit in Skull Cavern runs for iridium ore specifically. Oh, I'm going to be so busy. The next morning, and Lewis informs me it's almost gift giving time. Kind of doing that already, but I need to give a gift to Evelyn it seems next week. A diamond will suffice here. Next, I'm slowly turning these hard-made strawberries into seeds, because far in the future, I want a huge field of strawberries. On the way to Ginger Island, I make a detour to Lewis's house and leave him some of these beets for that quest. And now I have to feed the sand dragon his last meal. Yeah, I'll get to that later. Back to the island, and I know there are some golden walnuts that you can fish up. A total of 5 can be found like this. I was lucky because I fished up all of them today. The golden walnuts is a major quest to be done on Ginger Island. I kind of know where they all are because I made an in-depth guide for this. May have referred back to it myself, let's be honest. I find a lot today, in fact enough to bribe some birds to beat up this turtle, which opens a huge new section for me which will become a secondary farm in the future, for about 20 walnuts. I find a page of a diary, and it tells me the story of some fella that's shipwrecked here. Another one, so looks like I'll be finding a lot of these. They seem to have some useful information for me. I also break open these for walnuts. I find this door on the west side of the island, and I hear strange voices inside. If I want to see who has this strange voice, I need 100 walnuts, almost 1/5 of the way there. I search into the early hours of the morning until I teleport home. Bring warps is definitely going to be helpful here. The next morning, I fly away in the morning. I fly away. Before flying to the island, I get that last bit of trash I need for that Linus quest. One misclick later. No, don't teleport, you Okay. Mistakes were made. And afterwards, I find myself dumping all that rubbish in the bin like a good Samaritan. I then give Sandy a birthday present because she's lonely out here. Another 1,000 gold for Willy, and I find myself some more golden walnuts. I pay this bird to develop construction knowledge and fix this bridge for me. Hey, I did something like this before, why can't I do it? I wish they would remove this boulder for me because I can't. I need to try something else. I ignore this pleading individual for a moment because walnuts, that's why. Also take note here. I find this one, but I seem to walk over this obvious spot here. Stay tuned. Now, after the incessant cries for help, I make a bomb. I release this old man from what could have been his tomb. Anyways, his story is he's looking for old bones and stuff. If I help him out, he'll give me heaps of walnuts, I think. Afterwards, I go and meet Birdie and I start a bit of a chain quest to find her missing husband or something like that. Anyways, she gives me a war memento. I know I can't get this quest started until early next season. As I collect more walnuts, I get to this shocker of a puzzle and I'm not even keen to give it a go yet. The next day, Linus sends me the recipe to make fiber seeds in the mail, and this is an amazing recipe. I'm gonna make so much fiber. On the way to the wizard, I was saying this for some reason. Linus. I don't know. Anyways, an iron bar for him because he wants to use it in a potion. I don't ask questions. A birthday present for Evelyn, and next I finally get my watering can back. Can actually go to the volcano now, but not before forgetting something. I forgot to give him his silver bar. God damn. Son of a bitch. There you go. Yeah, it's me. Thank you. On the way there, I cheat by looking up my old video and I give the correct answers to these surveys. I somehow use a sprinkle of water to make a walkable path on lava, and I begin my journey in here. The volcano dungeon is actually really dangerous. The monsters hit like trains as opposed to trucks. There is no elevator, but there is only 10 rooms. However, if you're in room 8 and it's midnight with no warp totem, you're stuck and you're going to pass out because there is no quick way out. There's a total of 17 walnuts in here, but guess what? There is also iridium ore I find, which is actually really appreciated. And with this amount, I might ignore Skull Cavern for the most part and just come here, because I also need stuff here like cinder shards for future weapon enchantments. I teleport home and somehow I see Willy would have left me behind, because he's clearly here and not at Ginger Island. It's day 105, and I'm going to make it a huge gift-giving day. Main points from today is that the wizard is done, saves me having to run in his direction. Oh my god, Linus, you crazy wild man. What is also crazy is 5 maxed out villages. And my crazy giggle. Fantastic. The next day was more of the same actually. Also hear this. I hardly know it. Why are you talking to me? You know, he says that, but funny enough, he's at like 4. He's right there. Dickhead. He needs to change his attitude or I'm gonna backhand him. I also went and saw Clint and got him to crack open this golden coconut for a walnut and upgrade my hoe to steel. The next day, and I'm greeted by this sack of potatoes like this. I ignore him and go and force Clint mate to step up. What did you just say? You'll never upgrade your tools again if I don't ask her out? Sure, yeah, I absolutely did say that. If it gets you moving, mate. You are a Oh no. Alright, I'll do it. It's amazing. He's gonna fuck it up. I was wondering if you'd go with tomorrow me gulp. Yeah, got it, lad. Just use sentences and syllables. We've got 2 tickets for the Capleton Carnival tomorrow. Would you go with me? Sure, Clint, that sounds fun. Really? Okay, I'll pick you up at 5. Okay, see you tomorrow. Interesting, well, there you go. I've never seen this cutscene before. Did you see that? I've got a date tomorrow night. I finally get to Ginger Island and get round to buying this house for some walnuts. Worth it. Oh yeah, this is a man's getaway. Oh look, a neighbor. A frog that can speak and he wants me to plant some melons, I think. Damn, I can't do that for ages. I guess I'll have to get to that much later. It's day 108 and winter is nearly done. So I'm going to clean the farm up a bit in preparation for spring. I then had a look at some paths I might use. I moved some buildings around, my new paddock is going to be on the right side now, the pond's down below. I also buy some raw materials cause come spring, everything will be very expensive. At home, I start placing down roads and fences and start working out my future crop field. The next morning, after playing around with the Stardew Valley planner, I finally got the idea of where my sprinklers should go. Next, I'm at the winter festival and I give Evelyn her gift. George is trying to keep a straight face because 2 seconds later, he gives me my gift. The next day, instead of working on my tools, I find Clint in here having a great time. He's at 8 hearts now, which is really nice. Now I'm missing 1 sprinkler. It is Friday and on these days, Krober's has one for sale. Winner! So the field is sorted now. 12 iridium sprinklers and some scarecrows. Day 111, I start by placing down some extra kegs in my winery. I have the funds so I buy even more materials while I can. I then move my greenhouse and my winery because I want them to be closer to my home. It is the last day of winter, day 112. So kinda weird that a full year has 112 days in it. This is what my greenhouse looks like at this time, so nothing special. The winery is nearly done, but I still have time to do this because the greenhouse ancient seeds aren't done yet. It is the start of a new week, so again, another gift giving day. While I'm giving gifts to people, I have a think about tomorrow and all the crops I'll be needing because there is something I want to achieve this coming year. It's the polyculture achievement, which is sell 15 of each of these types of crops. So I need to take this into consideration and the entire year actually. So at the end of the day, which is the first but I paused it here, you can see that in my 1 year time without trying, I got 963,000 gold. $1 million a year would be really easy, I'll do that next time. And also, lots of villages are getting done or close to being done. Fantastic. The first of spring, and Leah invites me to her art show. Oh damn, this is going to be a tight day. Oh damn, another villager to force to love me. Okay, also guess what? Next, I clean up the field quickly. I prepare the soil and look, 3 PM. Time for Leah's thing and getting crops. At the art show, Aramis, you're here. I am. Okay, ooh, she's blushing. Hey, who's this? That's interesting, I never knew this guy was here. That's her ex, so he's actually here as well. Ignoring love triangles, I get to work. I actually go ahead and buy 100 seeds of each thing. Oh look, grass blueprints. This is important, people. Also rhubarbs from the desert. In my greenhouse, I've been making strawberry seeds and next I water my entire field. And I just get everything planted. There was no time for fertilizer, unfortunately. What a day. Day 114. Before checking my handiwork, I expand the ancient seeds. And this is the result of working till 1:30 a.m. in the morning. Everything I need and more. Now, like all adults, I avoid the doctor as much as I can, until it bites me in the face. Yeah, you're due for an annual checkup. Mate, I have never seen you in my life. Don't try to rope me into your services. There's no need to worry, I'll be quick and painless. Please follow me. Oh, do I have to? I was really only here to give you coffee, mate. Like, I genuinely don't care about this. I'm healthy as a fiddle. Leave me. Okay, hold still, please. Oh my god. Say, ah. Ow. Okay, you can stop. Okay, fair enough. I eventually escape and encounter a dilemma. Do I help the local alcoholic indulge their habit? Absolutely. Also being threatened by a child. Get in line, lad. I will not be threatened by this little pipsqueak. Clearly distracted by Vincent, I give Jazz the wrong present. Mate, you should not have told me. I'm your bigger threat. Oh, duck. Can I give you this? Oh, me. Okay, well, wrong gift. The next morning after, I feed some soon-to-be very happy crab some bug meat. I make my way to Ginger Island, and I try to get to the very end of the volcano dungeon. This place can be a little bit hard, but there's a lot of nuts here, and here is the forge we can use. I'll be honest, I kinda forgot how this all worked, and neglected this except for my rings. But the dungeon is complete, I can get here very easily in the future now. Day 116, and I buy a lot of grass. Again, this is important. Birthday present for Kent, and it's raining on Ginger Island, so I find the first of those 4 birds. This one drops a ruby, so I place it on the right pillar. I buy the bridge next, fight in the volcano for some extra resources, which I then use for combining the burglar ring and the Ceridian band. This is one awesome ring. The morning after, and I'm planting this purchased grass in my fields. I get to the guild and decide on another merged ring I want to make. I decide on more attack and more crit chance. I get to Robin and ask to improve my home, and then find another rainy bird for that pillar quest. I buy the island trader and have a look at what it sells at the forge, and I make my other ring. When I get home, I make a lot of needed coffee, and before the day is done, I can see my other tapper farm is ready to go. And because they're ready to go, I chop down the smaller tapper farm below so I can use the tappers up there. I then make more cakes and see that I'm very close to being done in here. I then do a full forage for the first time in forever while I sing to myself. Always look on the bright side of life. Ba-dum, ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. Next, Clint says something very familiar with the day-to-day work grind. Like and subscribe, people. If I can take this full time, it would be a dream. Also, Abigail. I made the fake. Abigail, are you joking me? That's the second time Abigail gets in my way and does not move. I needed her to move so I can set up that tapper farm. The next day, and I finally let the animals outside. The potatoes are ready, and I see I need to keg 12 of them for Pam for a quest. I think Penny might be mad at me for this. More gifts because it's Sunday, and I find the 3rd rainy bird. Also, I love how the player character is a nosy Parker. The next morning, and I wake up in a new huge house. Granted, it's empty, but I'll soon change that. In my greenhouse, I have so many fruits, so I need more seed makers. Before that, gifts, and luckily the correct gift for Jazz this time. Another weekly quest, both seem boring, but maybe I can work something out with this fish one. I like how Harvey is trying to keep this secret. What do you mean anyone? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other people in this room, mate. And then finally I get round to making those seed makers. These ancient fruits are becoming numerous. So I don't want to fish for Demetrius. Maybe this will work, maybe not. It's day 121, and my last gift is Sandy, which means I no longer have to travel to the desert for gifts. So I collected those crab pots, but sadly, it doesn't count towards that quest. It's funny how Willie thinks he'll have a day off. Look, I need to be here to get 100 shards for that foot piece I can buy in here. Yeah, they are definitely better. Oh, looks like I have enough now. The next day, I give Vincent a birthday gift and he's maxed out. The last rainy bird for Ginger Island, and I am rewarded with a squawking kid. Nah, this is the reward, 5 golden walnuts. I spent some time getting more of those today actually. One day I will get to 100 to enter that secret room, and then 130 to complete that quest all in all. I then fish here at the island because this will count towards ocean fish and getting the bone stuff for the archaeologist. The next day and Pam's beverages are ready to go. Before that, I got to requesting a cellar in my home. Pam gets a home delivery because why not? Well, 3,000 gold, that's why. I also got that fishing quest done, but I also picked up this quest to get 5 herrings, so 2 birds with 1 stone, and of course catching herrings specifically took forever. I then went and started clearing the old ginger farm. It's the next morning and we have this storm, so I chuck up some lightning rods around my field. I then go and have a look at that old forgotten bundle. I actually nearly have this done. Next, I crack open some coconuts and I get both the mango and the banana saplings, which is really nice. See what I mean? I almost have this one done. I have both the wines and the fruit, I just have to wait. I then sacrificed 2 trees in the greenhouse for a banana tree and the mango tree. Day 125 was a fail day because I can't go to Ginger Island. It's the egg festival. So I just did some chores at home. That's it. Day 126, my cellar is ready, so I toss a wine in there to age for that forgotten bundle. Next, a birthday gift for Haley, and it was also a gift day. But guess what? I remembered this war memento for the birdie quest. Well, as All Mate is actually here, I can start this quest chain. I speak to Ken first. He gives me a gourmet salt, so obviously I have to speak to Sussy Gussie. I do some renovations first. So yes, he does like it and he gives me the Stardew Valley rose. Clearly this is for Sandy as she always talks about the valley. Oh, I just missed the bus. I won't miss these oak resins though, and with that the winery is ready to go. On the way to Sandy the next day, I also do this side quest with the Hungry Dragon. A rose for Sandy and she gives me an advanced TV remote, which I pass on to old Georgie boy here. And he gives me some magical stone. Before making it to the wizard, I pick up this quest to ship 100 potatoes. Also, if you watched my last 100 days, now I can propose. So this rare crystal for the wizard, and he gives me a worm. What a... Back to Willy, and he gives me a pirate locket, and now I can finally give this to Birdie. 5 ancient fruit in this bundle, and that was a very busy day. I still managed to plant 100 potatoes. It's day 128 and I toss this pirate locket at her feet and she gives me 5 golden walnuts. With that, I see I have gathered 75 nuts so far, only 25 more to go. In the dungeon next, collecting things like these dragon teeth and buying these better boots. It's the next day and I really start to notice this empty house. I go to Robin because she has a catalog type thing. 200,000. Okay, I need to save a little bit more. Now I need a fossil from these coconuts, and lo and behold, I get 3 of them from all 3 coconuts. I was hoping for a sapling or something else. I fix the resort next, and I may come to regret doing this at this time. I then pillage the entire dig site, and luckily I do get all the fossils I need from here, from mining, panning, and fishing. There is one type of fossil left now, buried in the west, which is 2 snake vertebrae. I hate that one. Day 130 and I ask for another pond. On Ginger Island, and the villagers are of course coming to this resort, which means gift giving may become more complicated because their schedules change. God damn it. I plant some taros here because I need to harvest things to get more nuts. Speaking of nuts, I used some to get this Parrot Express. Fun fact, I pretty much forget this thing exists. What I will never forget is the existence of this puzzle. I fail at it this day, but I won't fail at beating this pirate 3 times at darts for some walnuts. Now I spend the majority of the next day trying to do this puzzle. I eventually got it and I was elated. Yes, you mother... Eat a dick. Day 132 and I populate this new pond with more crabs. A bear for Shane for his birthday and he is maxed out. I then try my hand at acting and help him out with a project afterwards. The day after and this huge harvest of potatoes are ready for that quest. Oh bloody hell, Abigail, I swear this is the third time. See, I have to chase people to Ginger Island now for their gifts. Selfish. Because of that potato harvest, the mayor sends me a mini shipping bin in the morning, which is actually really nice. What is also nice is filling up the greenhouse with ancient fruit. I'm actually nearly done with that. I get Clipmate working on my watering can today, and Penny says she's eager to move out. Oh, she has no idea how close that is. The new weekly quest, and I take the bone collecting one because that should be doable, I think. I also see a horrible sight on the beach. There we go. Oh my god, that is grotesque. Ooh, apparently I have the power to do this. I was not aware. At the end of the day, I actually destroy the last of the strawberry seeds and fill the place up with ancient fruit. I accidentally destroyed a hoed spot. I want to have speed grow there, so I go and make more. As I was applying it, I noticed I added the speed grow to an already growing crop. I thought it was too late, but apparently you can add this fertilizer to already growing crops. Very nice. Also done in here. The next morning and Sam tells me about his gig he has tonight. Yeah, nah mate, I'm not interested. What I'm interested in is bone fragments and trying to find that missing snake thing, which you can only dig up in the west. No luck yet. I pillaged the dig site for all the fragments I need and just got enough. You know what? Drop at the museum? Okay, let's warp home and I can do that. I run and forget the time because I run into this. Now, oh, we're already here. Okay, well, looks like we've made this in time. Hey, Artemis, thanks for coming. Yeah, man, I didn't forget about this at all. I wasn't on my way to the museum. This was actually really boring. I had my music turned off, so of course I hear nothing. I am here with Penny, so that's nice. Linus is pillaging the dumpster. And Abby looks like she's doing nothing. Oh, thank God, that took no time at all. I still get to donate all those bones and make some money. So last year I skipped this festival. Not this time. I asked my future wife to dance. Had a great time and I went home. Day 137. It's nearly the end of spring and I sacrificed some strawberries so I can get enough seeds for a full crop field of them next year. A whole field of 288. That sounds good. I retrieve my watering can and upgrade my hoe next. I then pick some stuff at Ginger Island and I get a nut. I think I'm very close to 100 now. Yeah, this one, I may be at 100 now, I think. Nope, I thought very wrong. It's the next day and I see that I still need 4 walnuts. I've really lost count somewhere. I then did a little skull cave run and I thought I need to take this place to the next level. I need to look at making crystallariums to make jades to swap for stairs. These machines are expensive and the setup will be costly and time consuming. Day 139. I was on Ginger Island. It was raining, but I was looking for dig spots. Still no luck. This one sucks. I then remembered this is when Barbara appears and I need musical blocks for her. Oh wow, I need to get some materials. Oh my god, I can't even make one bloody fiber. What I can do is make a sheds for future crystallariums. Next, I frantically look for fiber, but I don't make this goal today. It's the last day of spring, so I make sure to harvest my entire crop field. It is Sunday, but by this point I only have 7 villagers left to gift. This process has been tedious, but once it's done, it's done. Besides that, I go to this fella because it's Sunday and trade whatever jades I have now for stairs. 26 of them. Not enough yet. Day 141. It's the first of summer and we all know these days can be busy. Even busier since Elliot wants me to attend this today. My shed for future jades is ready. And like always, I prepare my land for all the crops I need, which I buy 100 of each cause why not? I then listen to Elliot babble for a bit. Making a mystery for... It's a mystery. Okay, it's a mystery. I had no idea what I was listening to. Oh my god, starfruit are so expensive. But everything is planted and with fertilizer this time. The next day, Monday, and a new quest. Oh, they're both boring. I'll do the tropical fishing, I guess. This is more interesting, setting up my jade farm. Actually, this quest wants specific fish. Okay, slightly better. This is also a better site than last time. Woo-wee. Don't mind me. Look, I can't afford distractions. I need to plant things for that frog, seeing as I could buy those crops because it's summer. I then start that tropical fishing. Day 143, and look at this, Silver Star wine, plus a lot more other wine as well. Seeing as I'll make some big money shortly, I buy that expensive catalog, and now I only have 5,000 gold. But the Forgotten bundle is done. That is awesome. I then catch the other tropical fish and have a little bit of trouble with the stingray in that cave, but I get it done eventually. I then spend the last of what I have on coffee. It's okay, I make some money this day. The next day, and Willie sends me a giant fish tank in the mail somehow. Yeah, look, it's huge. I really need to start decorating the house now. I have to quickly go to Robin to buy fridges because they aren't on the catalog. 10 of them will do. I buy new windows for the house, some chairs, a new bed, a huge TV, which is nice, and this is what it looks like so far. Day 145, and all this decorating makes me want to pop the question. I accept? Yes! Okay. I'll set everything up. Right, we'll have the ceremony in 3 days. She's gonna set everything up. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what is that gonna be, Monday? Excellent, no worries at all. Alright, so we've got 3 days to prepare the house and make sure that it's nice for a young couple. There's gotta be plenty of food there, there's gotta be everything in there, man. I think this will be enough fridges. Okay, the base bedroom is done. A reading room? Yeah, that looks fine. I mean, better than a trailer. So the house is ready, and the next day I enjoy my last few moments of the bachelor life. I get my first snake vertebra. Sadly, I need one more. But hey, I get these 2 walnuts, so you know what that means. I get to see Mr. Quee. It is the end of the week, and these are the 2 quests. I'm kind of late to do these now. Plus, this one is loved gifts. I need to rethink this one. But doing these jobs will let me buy cool stuff, like a horse flute. What's my progress at? Oh my god. That is appalling. Okay, well, looks like I need to do a bit more work on this. I think I'll get this done by 300 days. The next day, I stock up on more stairs. They're not ready yet. However, I'm ready to serenade Barbara here. After some time. There we go. God, that took a while. I am not touching those things anymore. Good lord. Get it out of my sight. And after some more time, I finally sorted this chest to cater to a lot of people's loved gifts. This should work the next time I get that quest. Day 148. There you go. Haha! I married a redhead. When Aramis first arrived in Pelican Town, no one knew if he'd fit in with our community. Oh, what are you trying to say, mate? But from this day forward, Aramis is going to be as much a part of this town as any of us. It is my great honor on this day, 8th of summer, to unite Aramis and Penny in the bonds of marriage. Oh, mate. Well, let's get right to it. Mate, you could have been a little bit more, priesty there. Aramis, Penny, as the mayor of Pelican Town and regional bearer of the matrimonial seal, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Wonderful. You may kiss. Hey, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, it's still the same day. I seem to remember you losing a day when you got married. Was this a thing? Let us know in the comments. Anyways, Monday, and a new quest. Look, it's the Quality Crops quest. On Ginger Island, because it is part of the... Ooh, la la la. I spy too... Oh, sorry. Oh, wait, I'm married now. Okay, a quest for Mr. Quee. You know what I haven't done? Catch any of the legendary fish, but here I have to catch their cousins. Okay, so this is one. This is the second one. This is the third one, and this is the fourth one. I have to make it rain for the other one though. Oh my god, it's our first night together and I don't even spend it with her. Oops. The next day I use a rain totem to make it rain for that legendary fish tomorrow. I sort extra crops for Pierre for that quality thing. I pick up these saps and will complete this tapper farm because I need to make more money in the future for that completionist thing. Speaking of completionist thing, the monster slaying quest, I have some work to do here. I'll start with the void spirits because the reward is the savage ring, which is really quite nice. The next morning, Penny has a nice little place here. I like it. Jesus! Slow down, boy. My god, what do you think this is? The sub? This is what I sound like giving Penny a gift, so she is going to be very happy soon. What the hell? Anyways, I go and buy more grass again. I catch that last fish and the quest is done. I make my way to Mr. Quee and decide the horse flute should be bought first for speed on the go. I then plant all that purchased grass and slay more void monsters. I'm doing more slaying the next day, and while I hunt these void monsters, I also kill rock crabs and bats at the same time. I'm looking at this list again the next day, and yes, looking at these obelisks. I need to see what they required because I kind of forgot. I'm at the wizard and I noticed I can't buy them yet. Oh right, there was a quest I had to do. I had to go here, yeah? Right, I need void mayonnaise. So I buy the egg from Krobus. I then toss it into this machine for tomorrow and I do more slaying next. Look what I find the next day, a banana. Anyways, the goblin likes the mayo and I run off with the ink. I give it to the wizard and he shows me the book of summoning, and here are those obelisks. Oh yeah, look at those prices, especially the golden clock. And I need all of them for the completionist thing. I need to expand my money operation. The beach always distracts me. Oof, ooh la la, hello Pam. How you going? Jesus. Oh my god, this guy's in his budgie smugglers. Anyways, I feed this monkey and get some nuts. These nuts. Also, a quick clue from this bird. I haven't picked up I missed the nut yet. So I'm thinking about future expansion. I will need more buildings, so I build another barn. I will be changing this to sheds later. Hey, looks like all the crops on Ginger Island are ready to go. So I show the frog all 3 and get heaps of nuts. So from the looks of this, I have 5 left to go. Okay. So while I'm slaying, I smelt things for kegs because I will need like 360. So today, I finally have those 25 quality veggies for Pierre. So that quest is all done. These new quests are a big no for me. Also, how does me shipping Ginger help Caroline's cooking? The Quee quest, okay, this Skull Cave one might be good because I've been collecting stairs. More smelting and slaying next. Day 156 and I'm making a lot of ancient fruit seeds. I'm looking at making 360 for Ginger Island. I create more tappers because we need to kick these saps into overdrive. I then start the setup on Ginger Island. 15 iridium sprinklers will be used in total. The next day, Penny gives me a star drop. Thank you very much. I then spend a fortune on hay. Bloody hell. I also upgrade this barn. Day 158, I'm grinding out these seeds and looks like I'm over 100 now. Making some progress with the monster slayer as well. So it's the next day and I decide I'm building sheds for the kegs instead cause it'll be cheaper. Crab slaying is done and now also the void spirits is done. The rewards is a defense ring and a speed ring which I'm going to combine. I then make a lot of bombs because this will make getting resources for kegs easier. Speaking of which, I need a lot of wood for that. This will make a dent in that 360 goal. Day 160, I combine those 2 rings to make a sick offensive ring. I then plant an entire new field of trees. This is how my Sunday started. I need truffle oil, don't ask me why. Mayor Lewis, the f***, man. Ignoring that, this takes my attention back. All this wine. Also over 200 seeds now. I then buy extra stairs and remembered I have that Mr. Quee quest to get to level 100. As I'm using stairs, I realize it's the more difficult monsters as well. I'm very glad I'm using stairs. I fight my way through some of the last levels. I make it down and do 2 quests at the same time. both of them for Mr. Quee. Yeah, of course I'm using stairs, why wouldn't I? I then do some iridium ore splunking, and at the end of the day, I have almost 200. Almost made 200,000 today as well. The next day, and I start smelting this iridium. A big shed while I'm up here, and then I pick up that ghost quest cause I need to kill skeletons for the Slayer thing. They're on the same floors, kind of. Now on Ginger Island, I still can't find that damn snake vertebra. It's been ages. Oh, these quests. I'm not doing the mine one because I need the mines easy for the other quest. Skull Cave again, I guess, but I don't think I'll be able to. You know what I can do? Hey, that's wonderful. I can now move at the speed of light anywhere. I went looking for that ectoplasm next. Day 163. I find this awesome feather. Now Leo likes feathers, and by now he's almost the last villager I have to gift. Also, only 30 more seeds before I'm ready. I am ready to make the sprinklers though. A notice board quest for Kent, and yeah, he's done, so Leo is the last villager to befriend. The feather will help on his birthday. All my sprinklers are set up. I then find that ectoplasm for the wizard, and as per usual, he seems very thankless. The next day, and I expand this jade farm. Oh, it's a slow process here. Just as slow as looking for worms on this side of the island. Anyways, another shed is going down now. I do some general mining and slaying, the mining because of the cakes. Oh look, a reward. Oh my god. Bob the Builder, can he fix it? The next day, I bought a star drop from Krobus and made a mini obelisk for quicker travel on the farm. Day 166, I give Leo that present for his birthday and he's nearly done now. Thank God, that was a huge grind. I then get this cutscene where he goes to the mainland. Also, now I'm getting really frustrated at the lack of worms on this side. Anyways, this is where I'm up to. So, my dilemma is that I can't effectively harvest ore because I'm forced to go to the other two places for monsters. No time to think about that because now I have all the seeds I need, and it's time to plant all of them. These do take a full month to grow. I only got half of them watered today, so I need to wait an extra day as well, but I have a month to figure out my ore situation. It's the last day of summer. Oh, that came around quick. It's also the day of my last scheduled gift. With this feather, I have accomplished this long goal of befriending everyone. Thank God. I would be more thankful for worms here, but no. Next, my slaying journey brings me to these flame sprites. At least I find a note that leads me to the missing walnut, and an ostrich egg, which I promptly go and dig up. Too bad I still need to find that snake vertebra for the incubator. It's the first of fall, and this routine looks familiar. I start construction of another shed before I agree to get Willy a lot of bug meat for the next quest. Mr. Quee wants a whole bunch of colored items, so I guess I can do this one. Next, I'll walk in on Pierre trying to sell those 25 radishes I gave him for 25,000 gold. But it turns out no one is willing to buy vegetables at 10 times price markup, even if I put a little organic sticker on them. Yeah, after he tried to fleece me, I go ahead and purchase my desired crops for fall, and I get them all planted with time to spare. Day 170, I was copper ore hunting and getting that bug guts for Willy. The next day was more of the same, but I also got round to giving the mayor the oil he wanted for reasons, I guess. Afterwards, I give Willy all that bug meat he wanted. I then go and buy 100 Jojo cans from a vending machine for that quest. Next, I chop down this entire forest because I plan on making a lot more kegs. And then I buy 100 spaghettis as well. So making kegs the next day, and I make 93 at this time. Very nice. But alas, that's not even 1/3 of the way. So I'm replanting this entire tree farm again. I don't have fertilizer for it, so I just have to wait for it to grow. Actually, this winter I'm going to grow fiber. So later. Oh, that is disgusting. Anyways, I finished the quick quest and get some extra points, which I then spent on 2 Junimo chests. One for Ginger Island and one for home, and I keep important tools in them. More resource gathering next, and I expand the smelting room. So Saturdays are usually the day I do a big money making round. So today I'm going to collect everything that has grown, and then every Saturday after that. I chuck everything into the kegs of course, so it takes a full week before I make money from the previous week. I even placed down more cakes because I have lots of those fruit trees as well, but you can see I've almost got one shed full of cakes now. Only 2 more to go. It's day 175 and I'm re-expanding my oak tree farm again down below. 360 oak resins is going to take forever to get, so this is going to help. At least I have fertilizer for this. I then trade for 100 stairs and resort to buying copper for the first time. It is Sunday, so a new week for respawns, and I have no worms. Damn it. Lots of mining and smelting next. I wake up the next day in this beautiful field. I then take a quest I'm not very enthusiastic for, and the Quee quests aren't that thrilling either. Well, I did get 100 stairs yesterday, so Skull Cave it is. Ooh la la, guess who's on the beach? No distractions, I have work to do, like chopping down this entire forest cause I need wood. The next morning, oh, we're holding the Stardew Valley Fair in the town square. It's the biggest event. I still have his undies. Nah, I won't do that twice. I gather some stuff together, and then do some more grinding towards getting resources I needed. I do some fishing for that quest I said I wouldn't do. I do hook that legendary fish while I'm at it. And also, I had a look at the wiki and my own fish caught, and determined what fish I still need to catch for the month of fall. Plus, I'll see if I can catch those 10 salmon. Later, after catching this albacore, I have everything I need for fall for the completionist goals. So I thought. Next day, Penny tells me this, going to have a little musketeer in the house. Look, the child may get lots of salmon in their diet. I catch my last one and get 750 gold for my efforts. Doing the grind followed. Day 180 starts with a misclick. Oh, that's amazing. Every morning I wake up, oh, yoink. I should, every night prepare a cup of coffee for me, so that the next morning I wake up, coffee's ready to go. That coffee's gonna be ice cold. However, I intentionally click this a lot because I need resources. That's one shed completely full. Now 2 more to go. Back to the mines. It's Saturday, so that means it's my money-making day. Oh, I get carpal tunnel on these days. I also have a little rage moment on Ginger Island. This is the one that we're trying to get future me. We're trying to get this goddamn snake vertebra, artifact spots, Ginger Island, west, 22.5%, but I'm not getting any goddamn artifact spots for sake. Other than more resources, I also donate what I can to the museum. Looks like there's still a few things missing. The next day, I'm climbing downstairs in Skull Cave and then do a little bit of an all run in here. This is what I got at the end of it. So, it's Monday, and a new quest. The wizard wants a special slime jelly. Yeah, sure thing, mate. After that, I finally give the mayor his undies back. Took over a year. Now later, on Ginger Island. Here it is. Come on. 22.5%. Yes! Yes! Oh, thank God. Oh yeah, that took ages. Oh look, repeat quests. Fun. I think Pierre might also appreciate this. Now I like this, the archaeologist thing is done. I can now breed ostriches. Thanks for the nuts. But wait, there's one missing? Oh, I forgot this one. Whoops. See, all done. Also, I did Pierre a solid. Look, a slime jelly. Quest is done. Before the festival the next day, I tap all these grown trees. I then get first place without the mayor's pants and I walk away a very proud farmer. Day 185 and I get the stuff I need for the Quee quest. Also, a quick whinge from me. Mother, daughter. They see each other like this a lot, but they never say hello to each other. I feel this is a missed opportunity, Concerned Ape. I would love it if these two actually say hello to each other. Also, apparently Gus is making this a thing, a help yourself saloon service. I then expand the Jade Room, and in the middle of the night, during the night, Penny gave birth to a baby girl. Guess who's a daddy? My child's definitely gotta be called Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha. Oh, that's so good. Cha-Cha. Oh, that's beautiful. Father of the Year award, I think. It's like I slammed my face into the keyboard and just rolled around and there you go. So in the morning, I go and meet Cha-Cha. I then get that Quee quest done and buy my first Galaxy Soul. That is 1 out of 3 souls attached to the sword. Next, I buy a lot of copper and iron ore, and then about 10 times that much wood. Ooh, I am a big spender. So the next morning, and I'm in the kitchen, and I realize some of these recipes are fish, obviously. Then some of these fish are only in certain seasons. Afterwards, my second shed is half full now, and then I go fishing looking for specific cooking fish for the completionist thing, and I start making these recipes as I go. At the end of the night, I make more furnaces cause I want to. It's Saturday, so my main job today was the money making process. I also had a quick look at my achievements, and you can see what I still need to do. The museum, craft every item, cook a few things, catch every fish, ship every item, and also ship 15 of specific things, which I should get done this time round. I then get a nasty surprise. At least I can see this. Mummies, Rexes, and Magma Sprites. Okay, no worries, I'm almost done with this. I also made 283,000 today, which is really appreciated. In the morning, excuse me, hey Willie gave us each a piece of fish jerky on the ride over, delicious. You have a job to do. How am I supposed to get to the desert? Unbelievable. I was denied the desert today, so here I am slaying these magma sprites for the day. Day 190. It's Monday, so new quests today. Ugh, really? I guess I'll do the fishing instead of collecting rocks. Mr. Quee wasn't much better. Either I can get 10 points with Junimo cards, or the same quest as before for more points. I really do need these points, so I do the same as before. Oh well, this looks familiar. Also, fishing followed that up. So the next day, I started that craft every item achievement, where you painfully go through the thing and craft every single thing in the game. I then finished filling the second shed full of kegs, 2/3 of the way done. I also had a look to get an idea of what I still have to ship. Oh yeah, quite a few things, but it shouldn't be too bad because I have a lot of the stuff already in my chests. Day 192, I started doing the same with all the cooking recipes and cooking everything that I can, checking what I haven't done, making it, moving on to the next thing in line. Oh, look at that, I'm a cook now. The next day I was doing some more cooking, but I also made my way to the desert for a magic rock candy, so I'm ready for a spelunking session. Penny also asks me if she can redecorate our bedroom, and yeah, I say go for it. You know that quest Jody asks for a largemouth bass maybe a year ago? Been keeping this fresh fish in the chest for that time, and here I am, punctual as always, man of my word. This fresh fish is just what they asked for. Here we go. Hi Artemis, please come in. I'm so glad you came, Artemis, and you brought the fish. Wonderful. It's a little bit old. Sam, could you come in here and help clean this fish? Yes, ma'am. Mate, you're gonna love it. This fish is just disgusting. It's all yours. Toss it in his toss it at his feet. Well, it looks wonderful and it smells so fresh. No? Thanks. Oh my god, this thing is probably gonna kill us. Thanks so much for doing this, Artemis. I mean, if you wanted to kill the kid somehow, Jesus, this is inhumane. Kent caught a fish too, but he eats about a whole fish to himself. Day 194, and I looked at what I still needed to worry about for that polyculture achievement. Remember when I planted the beets for the Quee quest? It turns out I never sold any of them, and I need to sort out the beets because I don't have enough. I'll plant them on Ginger Island, but on the way... Yeah, the boys! That's amazing. Sounds like this is just a boys' day, actually. Anyways, I planted enough beets, and then I also planted a tea sapling in my house to sell those things later. It's Saturday again, so I'm going to be making some big money again. Half of the field on Ginger Island is ready, so I'll gather this up as well. The next episode, we will see this full lot in action. The morning after, and I wake up to this. Oh, what the f- Artemis, good morning. Where is she? Oh, oh my god, she's behind a desk. That doesn't notice anything unusually soft. I quilted this custom bedspread by hand. That actually does look really nice. So, what do you think? I don't like, nah, it looks great. I actually really like that, but the fact that you are melded into the wood there is a little bit disconcerting. Looks great. I can't even see you. I'm glad you like it. The house is starting to look really cozy, isn't it? Yes, it does, actually.
So cozy, I can't get out of bed.
I can't get out of bed, actually. I'm kissing my side post thing. Vanny's been working very hard around the house. It really feels like home. Yes, it does. Can I get out of my bed? Nope, I can't get out of my bed. She's effectively trapped me. No, okay. This is a little bit... Oh my god, what is this? Oh no! Do you see that?
Mm.
It's a solid wall now. It's a solid wall! I can't get up there anymore. Okay, that's a bit of a glitch. Anyways, it's the last day of fall and my last harvest. I then bought a lot of stairs and get ready for a Skull Cave dive. So as I'm going down this time, I will definitely make a point of stopping for these guys. They are the Pepper Rexes, and they rarely show up, so get them whenever they appear. Anyways, after the splunking, I have this and also 450 Iridium ore, which is quite nice. Not enough Rexes just yet though. It's the first day of winter. And this week's quest is Caroline wants 100 pineapples. Yeah, I could probably do that in 28 days. Remember that loved gift chest I put effort into setting up at the beginning? Now I get to see that quest again, thank God. Also, I'm at 53% completion. Cooking and crafting percentages are up there as well. Also, an entire field full of fiber is going to make me very happy. 288 or something like that. So the next day, I do the rounds with those loved gifts. Here is a quick look at a table I made for this. I also planted all those pineapples. They are a multi-fruit, so I will get this done in time. Before I go fishing for the night, I can see 29 gifts out of 50 on the first day. Very nice. I then catch a squid for Willy and then extra for cooking recipes. More gifts followed the next day. I then continued fishing for any types of fish I needed for winter and any additional ones for cooking recipes. Afterwards, I spent 200,000 on 4 stacks of wood because we are almost ready to make the last of the kegs that I need. Before the night finished, I quickly caught the winter legendary fish. This one is kind of difficult. Day 200. It is the last day of this episode. I finished giving all those gifts today, so I was able to buy another galaxy soul, so that's number 2 now. Those beats on Ginger Island are ready to go and just in time too, because I have a surprise for you in a moment. Later, the 3rd shed is halfway to being done, which is awesome. I then go fishing for carp and also catch that sewer legend fish at the same time. And okay, cool, let's do this. Alright, the big surprise was to be able to make this, the carp surprise. Done and dusted. I am one proud human. I've made myself a carp surprise. Delicious. Nah, that's not the surprise. It's actually this. It was that one difficult quest I set myself in the beginning, so there you go. 200 days are behind me now. It has come down to this. Last time I had completed the bulk of what Stardew Valley has to offer, and in this episode I continue to strive for that ultimate achievement, perfection. What mainly stands in my way is perhaps the most daunting task in the game, buying this goddamn golden clock. Day 201. The last 100 days of this challenge saw me working towards getting the perfection rankings and cleaning up all the bits and pieces that are yet to be done. This does involve the monster slaying quest and trying to kill the last of these flame sprites. On this day, I do indeed accomplish this goal, so I have finished what I need to do in the volcano dungeon, for now. The last of my Slayer goals are within Skull Cave now, mummies and Pepper Rexes. Mummies are easy to find, but the Rexes I have to plan for. Now mummies I round up like a bunch of idiots and blow up as many as I can at a time. It's day 202 and it's the first time that all of my ancient fruit, also on Ginger Island, are all ready to go at the same time. So this is going to be a long day of picking all these fruits. From the looks of this, I only really need another 50 kegs or so, but I'll probably fill up this last shed with them completely. Now this is where I'm up to. I need 61 more mummies and 20 more Rexes. It's not far to go. The next morning, and I spend more money buying some raw materials because I'm keen to get all those kegs done. Lots of smelting, and then I check my chest and I'm surprised to see I already have quite a few stashed away. That is a winner. I make this trader's day by trading for a lot of stairs. I then herded some more mummies and saw that these guys can drop a red cabbage. I was not aware. I wake up the next day to this amazing field of fiber. I was expecting to get like 288 or maybe a bit more, but guess what? I end up with 1500. My fiber worries are done. So of course I need to do it again, cause why not? Oh damn, it's a festival today. No Ginger Island to pick up those quests. Before making my way to the festival, I check these quests in town, both of which are fishing. Riveting stuff this, so much so that I ignore them. See, I can't go to the island. I am so mad at Willy that I take his title of best fisherman in town. The next day, and I think I collect what would be the last resins I need to fill up my shed. So I go and get the Quee quests and finally see something different. Ship 100,000 gold worth of freshly cooked items? Oh yeah, that seems interesting. Now my method to this quest is I go buy a lot of raw coffee from the saloon. Next, using this raw coffee, I cooked up a lot of freshly made espresso coffees, cause that makes sense. And then I sell what I think would be enough to make 100,000. I then go and kill the last of the mummies that I need to slay, and guess what? One creature left, but I have to dive deep for those ones. Before the day is done, I finish the last of the cakes I ever have to make for this money-making operation. Beauty, mate. The next morning, and I donated another missing museum piece. These take a bit to find, by luck, and we have a handful that are missing. I'm at Mr. Queen next, and yes, that coffee method did work. Just lost the footage, my bad. I'm also at 55% done with perfection. I then procure a key to the town for purely legitimate reasons. Next, I use Galaxy Souls and craft the Infinity Blade, which is fantastic. Oi Clint mate, can you please make this into an iridium hoe? Cheers lad. I then go through a cooking session, making things I still need, like this strange bun. I then do something similar and make more crafting things, like a worm bin. It's a slow process with these two completion goals. Day 207. I want to go to the desert, so I make Pam late so that she runs faster. At the desert, and I have my stairs and I have my rock candy. So the intent here is not really splunking, but finding those elusive dinosaurs, and maybe a blue cowboy hat. The first find is a letdown, a single dino. I mean, he's all alone, I better alleviate his heartache. Oh, this is much better, a whole herd. Okay, so the end of it. I didn't get all the dinos I need, yet, but I do walk away with a lot of prismatic shards and iridium ore, which is also a win. Do you know what you do on day 208? You fish up all your crab farms so you can make crab pancakes for later for speed and defense boosts. I then make this Infinity Blade even more powerful by enchanting it with rubies to increase damage. Before heading home, these crafting and cooking numbers are very close to being done, which is exciting. Now, I wasn't thrilled to see that I missed the Pepper Rex slaying thing by 3 last night. So close, but I do have to do another deep dive as a result. Now, for those of you who don't know, museum collection, craft every item, cook every item, ship every item, and catch every fish. That's what's left with the achievements. It sounds a lot, but not really. I'm almost there. Now, to craft every item, I will need hardwood, and I seem to be running low on this stuff. Maybe a hardwood farm would be a good idea. Before bed, cooking and crafting prepared me for a good night's sleep. It's Saturday, and that means I spend the majority of my day making the big money. I also pick up my hoe because I need this for artifacts now, which I will start searching for along the way. So far, I found a strange doll. I also cracked 1 million gold with last week's batch of wine. This next one should be a bit more because I had all the kegs ready for this batch. I then do a little research with these artifacts and where to search for them. Looks like a geode run might be a good idea because I'm also missing a lot of gems. So a geode run, yes? But not with bad luck, I'll pass on that today. I have another look at these obelisks because they do need specific items for each one, and also a lot of gold. Okay, no worries. This golden clock is gonna be a nightmare. What's also a nightmare is dig spots, with nothing but junk most of the time. At the trader, and I buy a lot of these artifact troves to speed this thing up. I then buy a lot of stairs as well. You know what? I have well over 100 stairs. I only need 3 Rexes. This should be easy, so a deep dive it is. Oh wow, I come randomly across this guy on a non-dino level, and the same thing on level 33. Okay, this is going to be easy, I just need one more. Oh, I thought wrong. I exhaust almost all of my stairs. No dinos. I need a single one, what the hell? With literally 4 stairs left, I get the last one, and that is my monster slaying done and dusted. I am never coming here again. Ooh, check out this sick knight's helmet. That is boss. The next morning, and the worst luck. No geode run yet. New quests this week, and all the community ones are repeats, so I think I'll pass. The Kui ones are also repeats, but I do need the Kui points, so the cooking one again. I need points to buy crafting recipes from Mr. Kui. Oh no, my percentage completed is a goddamn meme. So next I work on every item shipped. I have a lot of this stuff, I just have to gather them all up. I do need to ship an ostrich egg, but I only have one, so I'm going to breed it first. Anyways, I sell a bunch of random stuff for this completion goal. You know what stinks? Small goat's milk. I never sold the milk when they were unhappy. This one might be tricky, all I have are large ones. I let that slide for now. I go to the beach festival and catch all 3 of those night fish I can only get in the next 3 days. I also get the octopus hair, which is a small win actually. Day 212. I start by collecting all the world's fiber again. I do more of all the items shipped shenanigans and see my pineapples from ages ago are ready, so I can start collecting these for Caroline. I need to ship 100 of them. 13 days left? Yeah, that's easy. I then pillage the entire dig site for that small claw artifact, but no luck finding it yet. I then search for dragon teeth by either killing serpents or finding them at big bones when they appear, because I want the island obelisk first. I do have 4 of them, but I need 10. It's the next morning, and guess what? It's a good luck day. Okay, geode run it is. I collect all types of geodes before heading out. Now, on the way, there we go, got it. Okay, that is fantastic. We got one of the really icky-bicky ones. And I'm saying that because in my very first playthrough, I couldn't get that one until like year 6. And also at Marnie, our favorite shopkeeper. Might as well. Oh, for Marnie, get back here. Can I please get you? No? You're not gonna stand here today? You imbecile? Can I please get you back at this table? Please? Thank you, good lord. Yes, thank you. I needed her there so I can buy a single unhappy goat for small milk. Next, I spend an eternity with Clint as he breaks all my property. From the troves, I did indeed get all the artifacts done, so that is a huge headache done. However, I continue for more time, and finally. And so far, I'm getting everything except the thing that I need. I've had like 5 of these. There it is. Yes, there it is. It's done. I'm out of here. See you, Gunther. Oh, you. I will never see you again in my life. You two have a go. Okay, donate to the museum. This last thing, hacha, done. A complete collection. Everything is done. Wonderful. What is my reward, old man? Star drop. Wonderful. Yum, 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 yum. I celebrate by gathering more dragon teeth. The next morning, and oh look, it's gift-giving day in 1 week. Who's my victim? Oh, it's Robin. Now, I say victim because I look for some really aged goat cheese and maybe her last cheese. Sorted. I then make a computer and have a look at the analysis of Musketeer Farm. Now, last episode, I kept saying something about purchased grass. Did you see it? Neither did I at this point. But I did see that Robin had a new crafting recipe. That must surely be the missing one. Now, Mr. Kui also has crafting recipes. That's why I've been doing the quests that give the most points. I then rep the last dragon tooth I need from the serpent's mouth, and that is it. So what's next? Well, clearly fishing is left. There's a few here and also legendary fish. Also the summer legendary fish. Oh man, I can't do that for ages. Day 215, I wake up and I see that I have a missing journal scrap. Is this important? I don't even think I ever found this one. Anyways, I went and bought some expensive star fruit. Then on the bus, traveling in a fried out combi, on a hippie trailhead full of zombie. Afterwards, I spent more money on coffee for that Kui quest. Anyways, I planted the starfruit on Ginger Island for a future Junimo building. I then went ahead and fished in the mines, because that's why you go to the mines. To go fishing, obviously. I go to all 3 levels because there is a few in here that I need to catch, and that's this area marked off. It is Saturday, so of course I do my profit routine today, while entertaining myself.
Banana boat, it's 30 plus. Banana boat, it lasts for hours, for hours.
Also, in the middle of it, my dog rips one next to me.
Oh, Lily girl, that's...
Thanks.
You little... Damn it, Lily.
Anyways, I go to the witch area and catch the fish there, and then I go catch that deeper sewer fish as well. Easy. So I have 3 fish left and also a sunfish for a recipe. I can't catch any of those for a while, so I thought. You know how I went and bought a whole new goat for a small milk reason? Well, now I get the original one to give me small milk. God damn it, 4,000 gold wasted. So I haven't visited Dolores, the wife of Morris, in a while, and guess what? She has a sunfish. That is one of the last ingredients I need for a recipe. Also, willy-nilly, I spent a casual 2 million gold on a return scepter today. Amazing item to have. Actually, back to Dolores, we do need a sweet gem berry, don't we? Of course she doesn't have it, but I think she doesn't have it in winter, so there you go. I also moved my winery setup to this wooded corner so it's all together. I should actually make the farm look nicer, so then if that's the case, goodbye Oak Tree Farm and hello Pond Corner. Next morning and I wake up to tea leaves. Guess I can finally get this one done now. Next, Clint wants me to slay bats. Yeah, sure, I think I can do that. The missing rice is here, ready to be shipped as well. So Mr. Kui wants me to do the mines. You know what? Sure, I'll be there anyways. So from the looks of this, I'm missing one rare crow. Which one is it, I wonder? No time to wonder because I just built a Junimo hut. I then dive into the difficult mines and get myself some radioactive ore, and getting down 30 levels, with stairs as well of course. Day 219, another tea leaf to be brewed this time. Afterwards, it's the last 1500 fiber I will be collecting, because I'll be setting up a different crop field. Before much is done, I attempt to do some gambling. Maybe not, I just throw money at it until I can afford to buy this rare crow. Also, the last batch of pineapples I need for that Caroline quest, so this night I figure out a single Junimo crop field. I almost have it. At the end of the day, the Caroline quest made me 16,500 gold. That is actually really good. The next day, and deeper into the mines we go. We have this awesome looking forest setting in the mines. I like it. I don't like these green ghosts. They have a nasty debuff. The debuff makes me unable to eat food. Okay, time to leave. Because I got those rare crows, I got this recipe to make the deluxe scarecrow. It's always something I missed, but not this time. That is an awesome looking scarecrow. At the winter festival, I give Robin some moldy cheese, and Linus gives me a useful jade. Cheers, mate. The next day, in the mines again. See, these guys drop galaxy souls, which is actually really nice. I also made it to level 71. On this rainy Saturday, I found myself working the routine and making my way to the mines again at the end of it. It was a good day. It's the final day of year 2 on Musketeer Farm. I celebrate by cooking the final item I needed for the perfectionist thing. Oh, I guess I can expect company tonight. Remember what I said before? Yes, buying more grass now, and also fertilizer in preparation for tomorrow. I then mine through these levels where the shadow voids shoot me with crossbows. Okay, I'm done now. It needs to be completed today, so I just stare it down the rest of the way. For 50 points, hell yeah. Also, that night.
Hello, Papa, my dear boy. It's been many years since we last spoke. You were just a little boy, do you remember? Look how far you've come. Though you may have forgotten me, I have been here all along. You see, my body has departed this world, but my heart will always remain in Stardew Valley. You've been here 2 years now. Yes, I have been, Grandpappy. I'm so proud of you, my boy. You're a better farmer than I ever was, and you've brought great honor to the family name. I can feel it now. My spirit is finally put to rest. Bless you. What did you do that made me have to do this to bless your spirit, old man? And the place was just overrun. The future of Musketeer Farm is in your hands now. It has been for the last 2 years. Farewell.
So the next morning, and I see I got all 4 candles lit up. Champion. It's also the first of spring in my last year, so I prepare my crop field for an entire harvest of strawberries. I just care about money now. And just like that, we're done, with some awesome fertilizer as well. Oh no, so Georgie boy thinks that no one likes him. Well, this man will have all the leeks in the world if that's the case. Now for easy Qui points, I'll give everyone their favorite gift again. Next, I'm preparing my fields for the animals in the near future. I then went and picked up the Statue of Perfection, and I started giving gifts before calling it a night. It's the next morning and Willie is going to lose a customer because I'm buying that expensive island obelisk first. On Ginger Island, we're at 75% completed. That is so close. I buy all these crafting recipes because we need them for perfection. I then gave more presents for that Qui quest. Day 227. I still need the legend, so I make it rain tomorrow. I'm then crafting a few more of those last things. I then finish with all the gifts afterwards so I can use those points to buy more recipes. In fact, I buy the last of them today. I make some of that stuff and I stop to actually read the magical bait item. Very interesting. What's also interesting and slow is me painfully going through every item because something is still missing. I think I get it soon. Day 228 and I go get that legend fish. And that's it for spring. Oh, this must be it. A marble brazier from Robin that I can craft. Okay, mystery solved. I make it and that should be it now. Wait, what? 99%. What the hell is missing? I'm looking here, but did you see it? Because I clearly didn't. I'm so confused. I call it an early day so I can research it. The next morning, and I have my moment.
It's the grass. It's the grass starter. It's the grass starter. I've been buying all my grass, of course. I thought I was losing my mind. I was like, what am I missing? I mean, it's quite late at night and I'm trying to figure this out. And it's like, I've gone through this list 4 or 5 times. And I'm like, what am I missing? It's obvious now to me. It's very obvious. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. The sound of joy. We're going to slap it down immediately. Hacha. There we go. Everything is crafted. Beautiful. Okay. Now what do I do?
Well, obviously you go and see Dolores because it's spring now and she has the sweet gem berry. And I'll chuck it right here. Ah, yes, this looks beautiful. What needs to look nicer on the eyes as well is my farm, so let's do that. I like trees. They make things look nicer when they are grown up. Day 230. After the money routine, I work more on the farm and add light sources as well. I'm also working out the winery section and what it should look like. The next morning at Dolores. Excuse me? She sells the Nautilus shell. Now that is interesting. I was not aware that she sold the shell. I then go and buy 2 more obelisks. Just 1 more to go. I work a little on the obelisk site and I also want a honey site as well. This place is done. Just have to wait for the trees to grow up. Hey, I can get honey now. It's the day after and the Qui quests don't matter anymore because I have no need for the points. So Skull Cave it is. A crop order for 100 garlics? Yeah, sure, I can do that. See, they're pretty much ready to go. May have to do this more than once. I'm setting up lightning rods next and ask a very important question.
Benjamin, why are you here right now? You're just gonna get in the way, pup. Oh, get out of it, Benjamin. Oh, for sake. Well, looks like we're going to have a trapped pup. Ben, get out of there, you animal. Ah, Big Ben.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to finish this tomorrow. After having a go, I make a discovery.
Now he goes to bed there, you animal.
Oh,
There we go, here's a leak.
what the hell? There's something else here. Oh.
So apparently a meteorite was sitting right there.
Yeah, that thing must have been there for like a year. The next morning and it's raining, so clearly these Junimo guys don't come out in the rain. Why did I even bother if they pull stunts like this? Benjamin had vacated, so I can finish up here now, which is appreciated. I then made myself a little hardwood farm on Ginger Island, which may come in useful in the future, probably not. The next morning, and I get an idea. I make more of that magical bait and find that curiosity lure that hooks rarer fish. I only have the Dorado and the Crimson fish left, both summer fish, but let's see if this works. Guess what? It works! I hook the old Crimson fish in spring with this strategy. I then go ahead and try catching that last fish, the Dorado. Today I don't hook him, unfortunately. Day 235, and I had a thought. You know all those notes you gather and how some of them are like little puzzles? Well, I went ahead and did all of them today. Like finding a Junimo statue behind the community center. Finding a golden Lewis statue he hides behind his house where people can find it. Giving this random a Roger foot so he gives me a lucky charm, you get the idea. And of course, this one.
Time is getting close. On your marks. Get set. Get ready. Go, 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 go!
Oh, that's amazing.
Lois, wait! Wait, Lois! Goddammit! Lois, wait! I got something of yours!
Oh, maybe that's why he ran. The next morning, I start working on a secret project in the mushroom cave. No peeking, I'll reveal it tomorrow. Look, I also planted some more garlics today, okay? Okay, here it is.
We give thanks to the mighty Lewis of Pelican Town. We give him this daily blessing of mushrooms, and hope that he blesses this farm with lots of money. All hail the Golden Lewis, the eternal mayor of Pelican Town.
Speaking of money, that is on the agenda today. So as a result of another million made today, I have made a total of 10 million on this farm, but I have also spent around 9 million. We need to save a lot more for that golden clock. Day 238, I need to go to Skull Cave, so I go ahead and buy the obelisk as well today, which makes that the last of them. I then buy stairs and do a deep dive in Skull Cave. I have a few bombs, but that's alright. My reason to be here today is looking for radioactive ore. Not a big dive, I only needed a bit of it for magical bait, which I make next. I still have to catch that fish, and I need this bait. So today is the day I'm going to catch that summer Dorado fish with magical bait in spring. I have 50 of them, so that should be enough. I spent the entire day here. Actually, it took 40 magical bait. Frustration was apparent.
Please be him.
Oh, come on, you son of a bitch. This was the last fish for perfection. Until finally. This means I'll be getting something else in the mail tomorrow. So in the mail the next day, Willie has sent us the last star drop that we need. That's all the fish and all the star drops now. Ship every item. The last thing is that sweet gemberry that's currently growing in my greenhouse. The berry is the last 1% there. Then it's just this golden clock that's left to do. Oh, apparently that thing is worth 10% total. Makes sense seeing as it's worth 10 million gold. So I need to make another 9.5 million gold to be able to reach this goal. I did some math and going at my current pace, I think I would just fall shy of this goal. So I think about extra methods to make money, like selling duplicate diamonds. I can sell my resins every single week and this will help. I go and get more gold ore so I can fill that shed with crystallariums. Do you know what the difference is between day 240 and day 241? More than a month of downtime in between because of getting COVID and then also editing the 200 days video. I came back and I read my note that said, make money. Okay, fair enough. Something about diamonds, and also I will actually be making the artisan products with the animals because every bit helps towards that golden clock goal. So more mining this day for gold ore. Day 242. Other than more mining today, I started to take note of the amount of money I am making and if those new methods will get me the money I need for the golden clock. What's nice is that the ostrich egg gives us 10 mayos when they are created, so I'm also breeding these big birds. This place is nearly full now. Day 244, so it's Saturday and it's the big routine, and we know from experience that this day usually makes me about 1,134,000. Taking into consideration the entire week with resins, animal products, diamonds, and anything else I go ahead and just sell, I will make a minimum of 1,170,000 per week, and this will reach that goal for me in 8 weeks because we already have 1.6 million. Okay, awesome. The next day, these crystallariums are good to go, so now I just have to fill them with diamonds and make pure profit from them. I also get rid of the jade ones now and reset them with diamonds just to help out. This also helps the only sweet gem berry I ever care about, because the next morning we have a full shipment achievement. I've achieved everything but one thing, the golden clock. Now, a community member asked me in my 200 days video on any tips not to get bored in Stardew Valley. It was about this time the question was asked because here I am. I have one single thing left to do with not much enthusiasm to do anything else in the valley because it's all done. And after 240 days or so, plus editing 2 almost hour-long videos, I was feeling really burnt out. So much so that for the next 40 days, I just followed the routine of making money. Animal products, resins, crystals, ancient fruit, because at this point, I was kaput and I needed it to be done. Day 287. I hopped out of bed, got my coffee, opened my wallet and saw I had reached my goal of 10 million gold, which will be spent on this thing. So expensive and actually not that big to be honest. Now I need a perfect spot for this thing. That's good. I slept one more time. You feel it in your heart somewhere. Somehow Grandpa is beaming with pride. The legacy of Musketeer Farm is eternal. Oh, yes. A rumbling sound was heard in the distance. So, we're gonna have to go check that out. We're gonna go see what that is all about. I hate it when I do that. I want to grab this and I always jump on the couch. Like amazingly. Watch this. The last gift to my wife. Thank you. I really love this. That is it. So let's go find out what that rumble was. Well, I know what that rumble was, but we're going to have to make our way over there. And this rock is now gone. I think No Name has done his duty. He's carried me everywhere, but I think this last leg up the mountain, that's up to me to do. I can do this. And there it is. Penny has beaten me here. And there's the wizard, because he's a crow, I think. Hey, Artemis. Hello, Penny. It is so beautiful up here. The fact that you made your way up here before I did is astounding. I was just thinking about the last 3 years. Yeah, I guess it has been 3 years, hasn't it? I guess the game kind of takes that into consideration. We've been through a lot together, haven't we? Tell me, who's looking after Cha-Cha? We have a beautiful home and a thriving family. It's all I've ever dreamed of and more. That's right, we're expecting the second one. It may not happen in this video. You know, leave it off at there. There's going to be a child in the future. Hey, Musketeer, I see that you're still here. That's awesome. Do you want more Stardew Valley? How about 100 days capitalist video? Or how about 100 days in Traveler's Rest? What about 100 days survived and don't starve together? Until next time, one for all and all for one. Cheers, Musketeers.